Welcome back to the channel. As I said in the last video, it's springtime and that's show time. I've got a multi-day show coming up. Thought I'd shoot a quick video on how I pack for these shows. Being a multi-day event, I got to take camping equipment and quite a bit more than I would just take on a day trip to a day show. So we're going to go through. I'm trying to limit it to two totes this year, one for camping, one for the engine, but I've got some other things that I take with me for support. So let's go through all the stuff. I'll try to bring you in a little closer so you can see it a little better. So I'll start out with just some stuff that's outside the totes. I take a 1/2-inch drive socket set. That's primarily for getting lug nuts off of trailers and stuff like that. And then I take a set of jumper cables in case I need them for the truck. I always pack those if I'm going out of town. So they go with me. And I usually take about 10 gallons of gas. That 4-horse Mogul will go through about 8 in 2 days if I'm working it, and I'm taking the Sandow engine, so I might even take a little bit more gas, but for right now I'm just going to pack 2 5-gallon cans, and I can get more gas if I'm down there. I can get some more. So this tote is the one for my engine stuff. I like these totes because they're waterproof and everything's just kind of out of sight. So I can put it in the back of the truck and not worry about getting rain on it or anything like that. So in here I've got engine type stuff. Got a voltmeter. Need that if I'm working on a igniter problem or something like that. I need a voltmeter. I've got my charcoal in here for my grill. I've got the wiring for the battery and coil for the Sandow. Got some bungee cords. I tarp the engines at night because it tends to be humid and the engines will sweat. So I just cover them with a tarp and I put bungee cords on them. Got brake cleaner. I use that to clean igniters. Got 2 oil cans in case one breaks or I lose one. Got Seafoam fuel additive. I put this in the Mogul if I'm working it. It's basically kerosene. It lowers the octane rating of the gas and just makes it run a lot better. It makes the gas a little more oily as well. Grease for the grease cups and just for open gears and stuff like that. Take a propane torch, and that is for starting the grill. Actually, it's a very good way to start the grill. So that's the way I start the grill, is with that. I take some rope, and I take about 12 pieces of rebar that are about 4 foot long, drive those in the ground, and I put those around the engine displays. Keeps people from walking right up to them. So I just put up a little fence around them. A lot of shows require that now. I have a level. These engines run better when they're level, so I always pack a little level with me for leveling the engines out. Got a trash bag for whatever and whatnot to keep track of trash. Got hand cleaner because you're always getting dirty when you're around these engines. Got a small funnel. I'll use this one to fill the oil mechanical lubricator. I'll use it for that on the Mogul. Got some shop towels for keeping clean. got the lifting straps I need to get the mogul off of the trailer. I pack those in here so they stay nice and dry. Got a hammer for driving in the stakes for the display fence. Got some work gloves. Got some oil, probably too much, but I always take extra in case I lose something or step on a bottle and break it or something like that. Got some bug repellent. A lot of ticks down there, so I'm gonna chemical up because I don't like ticks. So got that covered. Got some starting fluid for the grill. And then I've got a tool roll, and that's what I put my tools in. I take basic tools, wrenches, screwdrivers, stuff like that I've picked up at pawn shops. I don't have a lot of money in the tools that I take to the show, just in case I lose them or they wander off. Never had a problem with that, but you just never know these days. So that covers the tote that is the engine tote. We've got one more that's going to be coming up here that is the camping one. So let's go take a look at it. So this is the tote that I have all my camping stuff in. I do have a tent that's not in here. I do have an 8x8 pop-up tent that you just have like at day shows and stuff like that for sitting under, because the weather can get anywhere from freezing cold up to 100 degrees. So I always take a pop-up tent, and then I take 3 folding chairs and a bunch of tie straps for tying the pop-up tent down and stuff like that. But then got most of my camping stuff in here. So got some wet ones for cleaning up after cooking. Got some spoons and forks. More paper towels. Some plates. Got a couple can openers. It's important to have an extra one in case you lose one, which I have done before. Got this screwdriver here for, it's actually not supposed to be in here. It should be in the engine one. It's for the screw jacks that I'm actually not taking this time, so I actually don't need it. Some paper bowls, small skillet. Got a ground cover tarp to put underneath the pop-up tent, stay off the grass and hopefully away from the ticks. Got the usual grill type stuff here, spatula and tongs, so that's for the grill. I do have a very small Smokin' Joe type small grill that I'm going to be taking. I've got a flashlight. If you need to wander around at night, it's pretty dark there on the showgrounds. I've got tent stakes. These are actually dog ties that I put down, and then I ratchet strap to for holding the pop-up tent in place, because it does get rather windy down there. Have an inflatable sleeping pad to put underneath my sleeping bag. Have a small battery operated lantern, once again for a little bit of light around the campsite at night. Have a tin cup if I want to make coffee or something like that. Then I have a bottle top stove that I use in case I can't grill or I have something that I don't want to grill. So it's quite handy. And it runs off these 1 pound propane cans. I've got 3 of those in here. Probably won't need near that much, but I always pack a little extra. Then I have a fan that I can put in the tent for a little air movement at night. Once again, it gets pretty humid down there, so it's nice to have a little airflow. It's just battery operated, got a little light on it and everything, so that's pretty nice to have. Extra batteries for that fan. Got a starter lighter here. It's a backup for the propane torch for lighting the grill. Got another tarp. This will go underneath the tent as a ground cover. And I got something in there I don't even need. I don't even know what that is. Another trash bag for the campsite. Just another extra tarp that doesn't take much room. Then I've got a moving pad that I put down in the tent as kind of a cushion in the tent, so I'm not laying directly on the ground. Got some tie straps. I've never had to use them, but I just throw them in here because you never know when you're going to need those things. Then I've got a bunch of tent stakes. I've got these that I made out of rebar. This is what I'll tie the engines down to the ground with so they don't move with the belts. They're quite heavy. So I've got those. And then I've got these. These are actually hay rake teeth that I bent. They work really good for holding that pop-up tent down in the ground. Then I've got just extra tent stakes in case I lose some or bend some. Ground tends to be a little hard down there. And then just various cordage in here, and that's about it on the camping tote. I do carry a 20-ton bottle jack in the truck for changing tires and stuff like that. So I have that. And then I have some aluminum ramps that I take. And that is for loading that sandow. I'm going to put the sandow in the back of the truck. I don't have room on the trailer I'm taking the mogul on. So I've got just a couple other things to look at. So I'll put this all back in there, and then I'll show up here in a little bit. I do take 2 coolers with me. This is just a real low-end cooler. I just take stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be refrigerated in this one, but I do put, I use bottled water as my refrigerant. I put it in the freezer, let it freeze rock hard, and then put the bottles in these coolers, and then drink the water as it melts, and then I don't have everything swimming in water. I used to use dry ice, but it just got so expensive. This route will go, 4 days for the show. It's going to be 5 days and then 4 nights, so I shouldn't have any trouble keeping stuff cold that I need to. So just got the real basic cooler, and then I got another cooler, and this is an Igloo cooler, and I really like this one. This one really does the job on keeping things cold. So I put my frozen stuff and stuff that I don't want to spoil in here. Again, with the bottled water as my ice. And then I pack in towels and stuff to take any dead air space out as I go. So beyond that, I take, I don't like sleeping bags, so I end up taking blankets. And that's about it. Then just me in the truck and trailer with my engines on it. So that's what I take to these multi-day shows. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little different than we usually do here on the channel. But like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here. And I'll see you in the next video.